doing?
I think collaborative practice for me as a GP partner and the managing partner of the practice has been an opportunity to see a different relationship with primary care and its patients. I think it's been one of the most rewarding pieces of work that we've ever done, and from a cultural perspective, from a value base, it's been incredible. And I think what it has done is genuinely start to look at how the relationship between patients and practices can be one that is actually co-productive. The sort of tangible changes you can see is that it's really that paradigm shift. You move to a mindset of wellness rather than illness. One of the champions you may have spoken to will tell you, he said he used to wake up and feel he knows his palliative. He used to wake up and feel, I'm probably dying. But now he wakes up and he says, I feel like I'm living, that I've got purpose. Now, we've always known we've cared about our patients, but what's really changed the atmosphere is that the fact that they care about us. So when you talk to them, they'll tell you stories of how we might have done something that we might not even remember, but they care very dearly that they can support their GPs and their practice. And by doing that, it means they make our lives easier so we can help others. And that has been, I can't tell you how humbling that's been and how it's made us feel. What I do know is that it definitely reduces GP demand. It definitely reduces the number of ED attendances for those patients who participate. And by GP demand, I mean the demand for urgent appointments in general practice. Because what you will see is an increase in appointments for managing themselves proactively, so there's better engagement with those nurse appointments for your long-term conditions. Everything is actually the way it should be. It's made the last year my general practice, and I've been practicing for 20 years, perhaps the best I've ever had. I would hope so, because we have the practice champions have developed what's called a wellbeing prescription that they've produced themselves with lots of options. There might be a knit and natter group, there might be a chatty cafe or singing, a walking group. And because we can actually tangibly give that prescription to a person that we've identified as that 1 in 5 consultations have a social need, and you can say, well, we have this practice champion offer, the patients of the practice, and because you can see it as an extension of your own practice, patients are really quite keen to take it up and a bit more committed to doing it. I feel if you have a third party community connector, they don't always feel part of the practice, and the practice doesn't always feel part of the community, but the champions are that bridge. And I think patients who then take up the offer have a much more positive experience because they're just seen as an extension of us. I think my advice is you can't go wrong if you care. You can't go wrong if you really want to make a difference to the patients who are coming to you with those frustrating issues that you can't manage because it's not a medical need. This is a real offer to your patients, a tangible offer that will actually not just reduce the demand for you, but actually make their lives better. And if they're happier and they're more well and they're more connected, they will stay well. So I just think don't hesitate, try it, work with partners, work with the right setup, but do it if you've got the right mindset and if you really care about patients. It's fantastic for you and your practice.